welcome back to Timberborn and update 7. Let's play slightly out of sync, but this was the one I had set up, which made it was easier to carry on playing. We have just finished the bad tide. I did say I would play ahead a little bit. We've not got as much done with the dam as I would like, but we've got some of it done, so that's kind of good. I've adjusted the setup, so I've got it set to close above a downstream depth of 0.4. We're going to need to adjust that a bit, and it's probably not going to help a lot at the moment because things are probably just going to come tearing out, but we'll see how that goes. Yep, the gravity batteries are back in. We've got a reasonable amount built. I've raised the level up to be the same height as the terrain around here, and they're working on that. I have unlocked the paper mill and set that in to be built, because I would like to build large windmills instead of the smaller windmills from the start over here. So I think that's sensible. Probably was a very good suggestion by someone. We should probably put in some plank production over here as well, to run during the temperate season, and we could make it run a little bit as well off of the gravity batteries. So yeah, we'll have a look at that maybe as well. I've set up to have some dams built across here. Yes, I know this one doesn't need to be built, but I think it will look better. And then we will need to tweak the setting of this basically so that water keeps coming out of here, and also have got some dams put to be across the top here once this is built, so that eventually it'll all behave properly, but it's going to take a while to get this built still, so we might jump in to another time lapse shortly. Yeah, I probably should have opened these up, but I think once we can, I want to replace all of this stuff with sluice gates. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, I want to get some pine trees growing because we are going to need pine resin soon. And what I think I want to do is, once we've got water back in here, I want to put another tree farm in here. So I'm going to unpause the game. There's a little water source down here. There are water sources everywhere on this map. Pretty crazy. So we could maybe do something similar down here to what we've done over here. I'm actually curious. I want to see what the contamination does here. Actually, it's just staying at 55%. So I think we just need to open this up and deal with the bad water that comes out. Over here, similarly, I think we just need to wait for this to clean a little bit, and then we'll let things through. And we could have this on auto now. And the game's running on single speed. So I've been away for a few days. You may not have noticed. I actually stopped recording videos on Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember which day it was. Because my mental health's kind of tanked a little bit the last few days. Nothing to do with Timberborn. The real world is kind of a thing. You may or may not realize that. And yeah, so I took a little bit of a break from making videos, and been dealing with some stuff. And I'm kind of back. Was not the best timing in the world. Because there is, so next week, next Wednesday, my dad is going for major spinal surgery, and I will be going over to my parents for an amount of time. I'm not sure how long, to help look after and deal with my dad's recovery. And during that time, I will not be doing this. So there is an other gap coming up of an amount of time. I don't know how long it's going to be. And yep, basically this is going to stop for a bit because I'm a grown-ass adult with real responsibilities. And yep, so just kind of as a heads up, I guess, as we go around undoing all of our defenses. Yeah, no, we don't want it. We want to leave that. Yeah, so a couple of things, I guess. Let's open that up now, and that we finish with 1800 water, which is not too bad. What's the contamination like? 2% already. Yeah, not a problem at all. Yeah, so that's why I took a bit of a break, because my brain needed a break. Now, normally this is my, as I've said a lot, this is normally my escapism. To work out how do let's do it that way. But I just couldn't. I've been playing a lot of Timberborn, and we'll talk about the Timberborn I've been playing in a bit. But yeah, I couldn't record videos. So yeah, feeling mostly better now, but definitely not 100%. Definitely not 100%. So we probably want to prioritize that a little bit. We probably don't need those, given that we've got this big old tank of bad water, but let's go with it. Let's open those up a bit now, just to help clear that through. Yeah, these should definitely be sluice gates, I think. So I've added in a new mod, which we're going to have a look at now. And I've forgotten the name of it, so bear with me one moment, dear viewers. It's the Employment Manager mod, and what that lets us do is we can automate our production buildings based off of whether they're short of ingredients or whether the warehouses are full. And you can see our gear and plank supplies are both full. And what this will do is it will pause the buildings. So it should anyway. It's nighttime at the moment, so it may not kick in. I've been using it on my other saves, and generally actually just clicking the button seems to work, and it'll dismiss the workers essentially if the app, I base it off of product generally. As long as you've got a decent supply or a decent storage, that seems to work. If you don't have smart power installed, it also lets you do it off of power. And I found it's a really useful mod. You will notice I have set these to be unplanted, and that's because I was going to put the paper mill here, but we're not now, so we can let them replant those. And actually we could probably delete this random piece of path and maybe even plant more trees there. So yeah, in the morning, let's go to double speed. These buildings should become paused. Yeah. So they've actually become paused. Are you working? Are you working? This has been working on my other saves. It doesn't seem to be. Which is kind of weird. Let me just double. No. So if I look, I'm going to reset that to. I put it to 80 to 95, and then do it. But these are 80 to 95, and they're still working. So okay, let's not worry about it. No, our storage is. Its storage is not actually. Okay, that's deceptive, right? Maybe not. If I go into gears, oh, they're not as full as they look. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not going to do it off of power because with the wind power, it's coming and going quite quickly. But essentially, I wanted to try and free up some beavers, but we've got a lot of spare beaver power anyway because I want to get more water pumping going to refill our stocks. So let's open all of those up. That'll get water going through there. We're going to raise these to be 0.7, and I always forget this one actually, because that should send more water that way. Ideally, we need to adjust this now, don't we? So this we want to currently probably, yeah. Oh, and we need to open that, yeah. This is why we need to put levees in these, not levees, sluices. Let's change this one actually. So, because clearly I'm forgetting to do this one, and I'm going to move it to here. So there's a bit of space, and then we'll build that up. Yep. Yep, yep. And we're going to demolish all of those. We've got drought approaching. That's probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. And let's prioritize the build of those. And then we want to not have that, but we're going to close above contamination. Let's go for like 5%. I'm going to let that be quite high. Yeah. And we have paper being made now, which is great because then we can go for the moment we have 8,000 science. That's cool. That's pretty cool. We've got 7 spare beds, so we do just need the population to grow. So I'm going to knock, based on something that someone said in the comments. I do read the comments and pay attention. I'm going to knock the working hours down to 16 hours because that apparently helps with the breeding. And it would be good to fill up some of the spare beds. We probably could do with boosting the well-being a little bit. And I did say I wanted to have a look at this. I would like to put in another tree farm. I think what we could... I want to grow some pine trees. And I see we have a few options. Yes, we need to be careful during a drought about this being at 0.6. But actually, for now, we need that. We're just going to have to monitor that as we come into the flood, into the drought. Not flood, yeah. But actually, the drought is quite good because it's going to let us reconfigure some of this stuff maybe if it's a long enough drought. And a long drought is not a problem because we can pump water out of here. So, yeah. We're in a good place. We're in a good place. These we want to replace with sluice gates as well. Yeah. Right. Where do I want to plant pine tree? It'll also help clear out all this contamination, but yeah, I think if we blocked this, so we had water just coming through here, through here, through here, that would help push that out. Long term, we'll do a lot of stuff to help deal with this, but we don't really need to be pumping bad water at the moment yet because we're not using it. So there's a lot more that we need to deal with. But yeah, I mean, we could just put some pine. If the problem is if we put pine trees here, that's going to dry out quite quickly because we're going to pump this out, aren't we? But we don't need to because we can pump water out of here in a drought, but not in a bad tide. We probably want to deepen it. God, I am over analyzing this way too much. We need to get dynamite. That's what we need to get to. This is going to stop producing power quite soon. This is full. And the reason that I set this back one is so that we could put a little storage there for papier. So let's do that because we've got another day and a bit of power. I think the other thing that would be useful for us at this stage would be a builder's hut. Another builder's hut, because I think maybe we already have one. We do, yes. I think I'm keen to maybe ease up on the science. I know that feels bad. It feels bad for me as well. But I think if we do that, we can speed up the building. We have logs coming up here. And we have logs being cut up here. So we probably actually don't need... I put in another access here, but it seems we don't need this. So we won't bother building that because they're building it from that direction anyway. We've got a day left. Once the paper store is full, I was just thinking power. Each large windmill is 30 paper. Although if we don't add too much, we could just use the gravity batteries to make paper to start building the windmills. Let's go into triple speed. So, I think what I'm actually going to do is, once the drought starts again, we'll do a bit of a time lapse. Because that seems sensible. We can make a bit of progress. I'll time lapse through the drought or until this is built. And then hopefully, are these pausing now? No, because I think we're just using the resources quicker, yeah. Maybe that mod will kick in more so later on. I mean, we could probably try it here. There we go. So it's working here because our grilled potatoes are full. So yeah, and he'll pause and unpause probably quite rapidly, but it will give us some spare beaverage. Oh, I prioritized the workplace here. I hope you were typing. To correct me. So there's the drought, 22-day drought. So not too worried because we can pump out of here. With a 22-day drought, it's probably long enough that we will make use of the drought farm as well. What I didn't do is store up any water, but I don't think that's a problem. This is a long-term project. We will pause this for now. what we're going to be thinking about doing is we'll need to make some sort of power connection. But yeah, I'm just going to time lapse through them getting this built, and I'll be back with you guys. While you're enjoying the time lapse, I just wanted to mention that I have partnered with a company called Wrath Energy. It's a energy drink company that I've been using for a little while. Regulars to the channel will know that I really enjoy my energy drinks, and I recently switched to using this company. I really like that they are not carbonated energy drinks. They have a load of different flavors. Really good value, and I'm really enjoying them. Yes, I know, another YouTuber who's promoting a company. It is actually a company that I use. This is something that I've debated about a lot, because I don't just want to be another YouTuber that's promoting some random company. So I've been drinking their drinks for several months, and yes, they taste good. They do what energy drinks do. So if you're interested in checking them out, there is a link down below. And if you're not interested in checking them out, then don't worry, just enjoy watching me playing the beaver game, which we will get back to right now. That's pretty much done. So we can start, I think, planning for the windmill array. Let's unlock the large windmill. Obviously much more efficient than the normal windmill, 150 versus 300 HP. Building on platforms means that we can build underneath them as well, which is good. Initially, I'm going to put in I'm going to actually pause that one. We probably do need to build that one. This is going to cause a bit of an issue. Yeah, what we're going to do, I'm going to intend to build one on this corner. We are initially going to put in a 4-way because we need to get this one built and get power going into our paper mill, because we only have 40, we're using paper. We don't have enough paper to build the next one. So let's make the power connection. And I think we are just going to make that power connection here. Yes, it's a little bit ugly, but it's efficient. And basically we need this to start working. Because then we can start making more paper, and more paper is more gooder. And then we can also put in the... we probably want to put in some lumber mills. I wonder if we want to do... I really struggle with like efficient use of space. Probably a couple of lumber mills would be useful, and then I think we should unlock explosives like that. That's really saying that we should move the paper mill forwards one, because then we could get another building in there. Let's do that. So let's put the paper mill there. let's completely rework this area, shall we? Yes, let's do that. Let's prioritize the build of all of those things and those. And then we'll put in, we put explosives right back there or there. Let's go right back there. Yes, thank you. Then let's put in one gear workshop. Actually, because we can't put more water wheels there, let's do that. Yes, it's more resource intensive, but it frees up the limited land we have available there. Yeah. That works, I think. We then need to rework the pathage. There we go. Not the prettiest, I know, but if it works, it works. But we do need still some storage, so I'm going to put paper storage there. Let's put some more log storage there. We can delete that and that. We can put in plank storage and gear storage. Planks and gears. I'm not sure where to put bad water storage, but we do need to be bringing over bad water. For now, I know it's not optimal. I know. That's biofuel. I know that too. Bad water. Obtain. Prioritized by haulers. And let's do a small warehouse there for explosives. And let's unlock the explosives. Right. You can be poor. No, you can be deleted, and then we can move you now, and we can get those last few oak trees. Are they set to be cut? They are. Right. You can be deleted and be moved. And we will put you there. And you are not set to be cut, but you are now. Right. You be paused, and you can be paused. That's gained us a whole load of free wood. Still more there, but you know. So cool that that's built. So cool. And then we'll come back over here and start cutting down these trees. And we probably definitely need to be putting in more lumberjacks over here. So let's do that. Oh, there's a spot there. Perfect. Like I planned it. Awesome sauce. Let's unpause those. And oh, you need to be paused. Oops. Type comment quick. He didn't unpause it. Say no. Right. It's almost like I was focused on something else and I struggled to focus on many things at once. Yes, yes. Could that be a thing? Right, we've got enough materials now. We can delete that. I know. And build that. And then we can delete that piece of path. We can come across there. Once they've got that built, and that should let us put in a bit more industry. I think probably we want to go on. It's a shame I can't get. Do I go with that for now? I think I do. I think we go with that for now. And that means with that built, almost. Oh, did I do a dumb? I did a dumb. There we go. So now we can unpause that one. And this is generating not quite enough power. So let's put in, and we are going to want to expand that anyway. And actually it's going to be easier, and easier means more resource efficient to come along the top here. So let's start doing that. But that gives us our 3 plank productions and our 2. So that replaces this essentially. So pause that. Good stuff. That's getting replaced. Ignore that, shall we, folks? You're automated, so that's good. Scrap metal supply is holding it good. So my plan for over here was basically to come out here, and we can now build big windmills instead. And end up here in a gravity battery. Don't know. It will let me put another windmill there. So we're probably a little heavy on windmillage. That's a technical term, by the way. But then we can expand metal production. A good thing. So yeah, I think that's a good thing to get done. You'll notice we have a lot more beavers now. So a good thing. The other thing we could start doing, maybe, is replacing some of these. So let's come here first, because these are the furthest away. Let's just slow the game down un momento, por favor. Do that, and then basically I just want to push. Yeah, that'll do. There. Yep, that'll do. Delete all of that. That. Yes, thank you. Sluice gate. Let's do that. And then we'll levy there. I know one of those is superfluous. It looks better. Do that, and then we will do close above 5% contamination. So if the wall, no, we'll do the other way. So if there is not, yeah, that's right. I always get these the wrong way around, but essentially we want to send clean water that way. So let's, yep, they are coming to build those, which is good. With only 3 days left, we want to tell our farmers to not replant sunflowers, please. And we probably want full complement of farmers in here. These guys can be prioritized by haulers. So I said way back when, although I had taken a break from making videos, the old brain had melted down a little bit. Still been playing a lot of Timberborn, and I've been playing Update 7 Ember Pelts on Badwater Ridge because it's one of my favorite maps. It's an awesome map. I love that map. And I had done a lot on there. And I'd started to try and build an underground colony because I thought it would be fun. And I ran into, I don't know if it's just standard Timberborn or if it's an update 7 thing. I don't know if it's just that or if it's just, I had got to the point where the colony was spread across most of that fairly big map. But I could only run, the game was basically a slideshow. I was running at 1 to 2 FPS on my laptop. Now my laptop is a gaming laptop with a decent GPU and a decent CPU in it. So I moved it to my desktop that I use for mostly for editing videos and stuff. It's still got a 7950X CPU in it and a 4070 GPU in it, and it was still running at 1 FPS, and that was running on low graphic settings and a lower resolution. It's not graphical, it's the game engine. Just could not cope. I didn't try it on this one, which has an X3D processor in it. And I don't know if it was just that it was a big colony. I had close to 300 beavers and over 300 bots, or if it's the 3D terrain. I had an enclosed area, enclosed in 3D terrain with then water over it. I don't know if that was causing the game engine to struggle, but it was unplayable. I've had to abandon it, which is really frustrating because I put so many hours into that colony. Have to abandon it. It's so frustrating, but it's unplayable. Yeah, it's literally unplayable. Yeah, but update 7 Ember Pelts are great fun with the tubes. Really enjoying playing that. Bobbing About has done a brilliant job of updating that mod to update 7. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So I'm now playing on Mountain Range, which is another map that I've played before that I really enjoy. We've got explosives now, haven't we? So we're going to put some explosives in about here. We don't need a huge pine forest for the pine resin, but we need something. So yeah, so I've moved to Mountain Range. I'm playing just bog standard Iron Teeth just to experience those. Again, having a lot of fun. Playing on harder mode, not quite apocalypse mode, but harder mode. And it's fun. It's fun. Right, so let's see how we do. So this is now set to close above 0.4. So we'll get a little bit of water in here, but it won't flow through. Power grid is holding up just fine. That should work okay. Yes, I put another log store in here just so we can store more logs. These are pretty much built, which is great. So once those are built, so I want these to be, they're closed. So let's do the same here. And we can probably have that at like 2% contamination. go. So that'll send the water that way. So next we want to clear out this one. And we can delete this path. There. And through there, because we now want to kind of come across here. So, yep. That'll be good. Didn't get all our sunflowers harvested, but I'm not mega worried. We should have been on harvest. But yeah. Pause. Actually, we can leave those unpaused for now, can't we? Yep. Yeah, we can. Right. So we are going to come across here. So we need to put levees in there. Then we need to do that. And probably we pause those two. That should work. And then let's prioritize all of that. Yep. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's open. That's open. Let's reopen that. Close those. Pause those. Yep. Unpause all of our water pumps. Given how variable this is, we could probably throw in a large water tank there. Oh, you're in a bed. You're fine. Stop being a drama queen. They're somehow pumping through the flood. You go. Yep, there we go. Paused. Right. We're obviously going to have to leave the stairs open for a bit because our beavers are building through this. So, but that's fine. That's fine. This is super cool. This is super cool. Oh, I need to unpause our metal production now. Yep, dumb me again. I know. You would have unpaused it earlier, wouldn't you? Yep. You're much better at this game than I am. So much better than me. We have another drought approaching, which is great. Droughts are good for us. Droughts are good for us. We'll get to test this out. So this, I'm just gonna, this is just manually set to be closed. That is absolutely fine. These water wheels really are almost a token gesture. We've got 8 spare beavers now. And flooding, because again, more dumbness on my behalf. I need to sort all of this out. Need to sort all of that out. Very much so. Very much so. So I think what I want to do actually is, as we've got a lot of spare beavers, let's get more builders. I could 2.2 days. Yeah, because they're not essential. These are not essential. So let's make those normal priority. They can't get to that now. Yeah. Let's put it back. Well, pause it. What time? You get to that now? No, they've built that one. Pause it. prioritize picking that stuff up. What I need to do... I can't do it from this side, can I? I need simple triggers so bad. At least here, with this side, I can replace with sluices. You can go. Yeah, this can be sluices. And I guess this side, I'm going to test. So there was the theory that if I set this to 0.95, it'll be okay. I guess because the water dump can't keep it any deeper than that. I'm going to try 0.9. And we'll just have to experiment with that, I think. Yeah. Because that is getting quite frustrating for all of us. Not just you. Not just you. Yep. Honestly, the mistakes that I make are frustrating for me and you, folks. We can have you pause if you are full. It's interesting because that says there's capacity for 120 explosives. I'd love to know. There we go, sir. Yeah, that's better. You've worked yourself out. You've worked yourself out. So this is pretty good, but we could do with starting to expand it. But I want to get this stuff sorted. We also need... they can't get to... Yeah. I was thinking that as I placed this, that we would need to get access to here once we'd got this in place. And yeah, so that's okay. So that can just stay open all the time. And we'll try that. We'll try that. And essentially, he just shouldn't need to dump water because it's full. So this is getting built now. This is getting built now. So yeah, we really need to get this gravity battery in. We might want to put another one in. See if we do or not. The other thing I guess we could be doing now that we have explosives is we could come in here and we could remove those, and we could start removing those to put more in. Pause. What do we need to do? We want to close you, and that's nice. That will be the nice thing once these are all sluice gates. You're closed. That's been sorted. I think that was everything. Yeah. Oh no. Pause those. We might as well pump those out. Did I plant? Oh, there's a path under that one, so that pump's essentially useless. But we can fix that by moving the path. There we go. Amazed I got away with that. Alright. So we'll actually focus on getting this done, because this is going to be important for the metal. And we'll get this in, and then I think I'm going to call it a day for today. Because that's a good achievement. genuinely, I'm not sure what's going to be happening with videos going forward beyond this. So my dad's going into surgery on Wednesday. Obviously, I have a day job Monday and Tuesday, so we will see. Keep an eye on the community tab. I will post stuff on there as to what's happening. And when things will be changing, I guess. But I feel like we've made some solid progress. We've got our new industrial area in. We need to expand this significantly. I think I want to expand the basics a lot. So a lot more plank production, a lot more gear production. We can tidy up the path network up here. We can level some of this a little bit. Platform over all of this. I don't think there's any point. I almost feel like we should probably get rid of these water wheels. The temporary season is so short, these provide so little benefit. I think maybe we just platform over all of the river and just have this whole thing be an industrial complex. We can move all of this and treeify it, which is brilliant. This is almost in. We just need a few more metal blocks and a few more planks. This is finished. So this is generating a lot of power. So we can put in another smelter. We should put in another smelter, because that will help a lot. This is in. So let's get that done. I'm going to come across here, and then we're going to do that and that. So fluid dump. So desperately want back my simple triggers. I mentioned that. I know JC is the same. You get so used. Well, I know he's mentioned it a lot. You get so used to playing with these mods, and I know they'll come back soon, but you do get very used to playing with them. You get very used to playing with them. Right, let's unpause those, unpause that, unpause all of those. So the other thing we should look at putting in up here is a grist mill, obviously, isn't it? And I think we have an easy opportunity for that. The grist mill is a 3x building. I think if we did that, 1, 2, 3, 5. I think that opens up enough space. I am finishing soon. Honestly, we could do with. I'm just going to open up a few of these because we could do with more plank production at the moment. So this is in. This has got 1200 HPH, which is not huge, but we're only running the 2 smelters here. So I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. You know? We maybe can look at replacing these in time. Once we've got a bit of a metal stockpile. That's in. So if I delete that now, I might need one more. Yeah, I need one more. You do that one. think this is worthwhile. Because we can start milling the flour. We need to look at expanding our zipline network as well, really. But we'll get there. We'll get there. At the very least, we probably want to have something over here. We'll look at that next time. We'll look at that next time. And then you. So yeah, if we look 22,000, this should jump to 24,000. 26. 4,000. Okay, check that. 22. 26. Nice. And we'll work on knocking those down because we can then put in some more gravity batteries. Grist mill. There we go. Yes, please. And that will let us start making wheat flour. We will start bringing up the wheat. And then we'll need somewhere to bake it, but that's a problem for future me. I'm pretty pleased with what we've achieved. Yeah, I do really want to replace these. If I replace this one... No, not there. Oh. Delete you. Yes. What I'm thinking is if I replace this one, I can shortcut into here and then replace those. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have enjoyed the video. I am super pleased with this. I think this is going to open up a lot of potential for improvement for us. Let me know what you think about getting rid of the water wheels. And I will see you all next time. Bye.